Good morning, students. Let us today discuss about different issues in palliative care in India with a specific reference to sociological perspective. We all know that palliative care is one of the emerging fields of sociology of medicine. It is multidimensional and interdisciplinary in nature. There are various physical aspects of the disease, including the pain and the socio-psychological aspects. In fact, palliative care, as we all know, is the care provided to the people who are terminally ill and there is no scope of their physical or recovery from the disease. Palliative care aspires to provide a kind of a decent end of life moments for the people who are terminally ill. That is why the very critical diseases like cancer, AIDS, or diseases connected with lungs, pulmonary disorders, these all have lot of physical pain as well as several socio-psychological aspects. What is significant in palliative care is the patients and caregivers are from different cultural backgrounds. The When you try to understand what is the sociology of palliative care, as sociologists you have to understand that the end of life needs differ according to the belief systems and values of the patients. There are several sociological factors in palliative care, which includes the position of the patient as well as family, class, religion, caste, community, language, gender, etc. With specific reference to family, finances, and culture, these are also critical aspects in palliative care. We all know that the family structures are changing, the attitude of the family members, attitude of the patient, the cultural ethos, all these factors they influence palliative care process. What is very important in this process we have to remember is also the words which is used by the palliative caregivers with the patients as well as with the family members of the patients. So we have to definitely underline the fact that the belief that words have the power to shape reality. It is a collective process of palliative care rather than individual decision making approach. Since patients face lot of psychological trauma because of the physical pain, because of the various socio-psychological aspects, there is tremendous psychological trauma, and in diseases like cancer and other critical diseases, financial aspects also are very important. Now, basically, the challenges what the patients face, the socialization, how patients have been socialized, what are their value system, all these sociological factors also influence the process of palliative care. Like usually when patients are diagnosed with very serious critical diseases, there is a sense of disengagement and detachment. And you all are aware, my dear friends, that many kinds of cancer which disables the body or creates tumors which looks very painful. That also is related with lot of stigmatization. Lot of stigma is also attached. Then what is important is how to break the bad news that what is the status of your health condition. Patients usually tend to develop suicidal tendencies because they are not able to deal with the pain. And in our socialization, fear of death has always been part of our socialization. Then, how do you care the disabled people? Many people they become disabled because of the extreme stages of the diseases. Several issues of euthanasia are also being explored globally. In India, euthanasia is still not a legal option. There are some countries where euthanasia, whereby a person opts to kill oneself so that he is free from the pain and free from stigmatization. Uh, so in India, it is still not valid. There is tremendous psychological distress several unmet needs which as a sociologist, as a psychologist, we have to understand as part of palliative care. There are various other interplay of relationships. It has been estimated that less than 3% of India's cancer patients have access to adequate pain relief. Therefore, what is left is emotional and spiritual welfare of dying patients, which is a huge challenge for the palliative care providers. Most of the times when we are diagnosed with some critical disease, the first question what we ask is that why me? That is what a very famous oncologist, Dr. Burt from Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine says, when someone gets cancer, immediately people want to know why. They like to believe there's a reason, and the real reason in many cases is not because you didn't behave well or were exposed to some bad environmental influence. It's just because that person was unlucky. It's losing the lottery. So the question arises, how do you fight their destiny? And especially in countries like India, where bhagya, concept of luck, concept of destiny, concept of bhagya is very very significant aspect of socialization. Such questions also come in front of the patients as well as palliative care providers. My personal perspective on palliative care is, when there is no hope to cure the disease medically, when it has been proven that the person cannot be cured, then there is need to focus on providing gentle care rather than cure to dying patients for whom there is not much hope of cure from the illness. Aggressive cure through invasive, highly technologized and curative treatments that often cause more pain and distress. It does not help, especially when the disease has spread beyond cure. In India, families have traditionally taken on much of the responsibility for caring for ailing and dying people, but that is also changing. We know that Indian family structure is undergoing change. Then what is the road ahead? We have to remember, as sociologists, as palliative care providers, more than the disease, fear and uncertainty kills. That what is going to happen? Will I live tomorrow? Will I die tomorrow? The fight, the fear to fight the disease. So as a palliative care professional, as a sociologist, as a community medical specialist, we have a big challenge that how do we ensure that we fight the fear to fight the disease. One very very important aspect of palliative care is to provide pain relief. How do you provide relief to a critically ill patient? Like for example, if someone has a lung cancer, he is not able to breathe. His body has completely given up. How do you provide pain relief? Because if you are able to provide some relief from the pain, the end of life becomes there is some decency if we are able to help in the pain relief. There is a serious need to handle the concept of death in our process of socialization. See, Indian philosophy has been Eastern philosophy where we have always believed in the concept of Atma and Paramatma. So when you are diagnosed with a very serious disease and there is no medication, there is no cure for that, what actually bothers a lot is the fear of the death. So, if in our process of socialization we are able to inculcate a concept that death is not the end, that is what our typical Indian philosophy, Eastern philosophy believes, then I think lot of uncertainty can be taken care. In the palliative care process, it is extremely important to provide family and community support, and there is serious need to shift from patient-centered approach to the whole system approach. I would like to end by saying that prayers are always very very powerful. So we should allow the power of prayers to prevail. I hope you found this brief session on palliative care helpful? If you have any concerns, please do address.